So obviously, oops, just got this pop up real quick. Okay. Uh, Obviously playing behind Sue Bird and Jordan Canada. Right now, you're not getting a ton of minutes, during the games. But how are you preparing? And like, what do you do to work on before each game?
I'm preparing just the same as if I would be in there playing or starting. It's a learning process, and I think my situation is just unique. I'm playing behind a veteran, and then another younger veteran with Jordan. So I know I just have to stay patient, stay ready. They've been encouraging me. My teammates have been encouraging me. The coaches have been encouraging me. So it's just I know my time will come. Just make sure that I'm prepared when the opportunity does come for me.
Definitely. And then now that you've been, with the team for a handful of games in the WNBA, what are some things that maybe you've learned that you didn't, have before you started?
I would just say just mentally preparing for every game. No team is going to defend you the same, or what they do on offense. Every team's different and has their strengths and weaknesses. So just make sure that in the scouting report we're all together on the same page, and individually you know what you need to do when you're in the game. So yeah, I just say mentally preparing for every game, whether it's we're on the road or here at home trying to defend home court.
And then you touched on the scouting report. Do you guys have like film sessions that you get to, like, for instance, you guys are gonna play Minnesota tonight. Do you
Mhm.
get to watch some of their games, like before this one to kind of prep for them? How does that work?
Yeah, well, they haven't played all week, so Dan touched on that right before Shootaround started, just to be mindful that they haven't played in a week and they've been practicing hard, getting ready for us. So making sure that we come out and exceed their intensity because they haven't played in a while. So obviously they're going to be really excited to be playing. Um, so what was the second half of your question? I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I guess yeah, it was just like, do you guys actually get to? I know they haven't played in a week, but like, do you go back
Mhm.
and watch the game that
Oh,
you guys already played against them? Like, watch film on it?
absolutely. As a team, and for me individually, I'm watching Sue Bird and Jordan. We watched the game when we started off slow in Minnesota, then we picked things up and beat them on their home court. So we know that they remember that game and they're going to try to come here and get a revenge, but we just have to defend home court.
Yeah, and that actually brings up a good point. You talked about the slow start. Obviously, there was that big 19-point comeback for you guys. What do you
Mm.
think were kind of some of the reasons that you guys got in that big hole in the first place?
Getting stops, and getting out in transition. I think when you constantly have to take the ball out, that's can be draining. Whereas you're getting steals, getting out in transition, brings you energy to want to play defense. And when you're getting a steal, you're just running downhill at that point, trying to get fast break points. So just trying to string together stops, scores. That's what I've really learned so far being in the league is the team that can string together back to back great possessions on both ends of the court. They're going to be successful.
Awesome. And then obviously that last game against Connecticut was pretty wild. Both teams were going back and forth. Just
Mhm.
give me your overall thoughts on that game and how it all played out.
We knew Connecticut was coming in hot. They were 5-0, and we knew we had to give them some of that storm energy, cool them down a little bit. No, but seriously, no, it was a great game. They have some really talented players, and my best friend Dejanay Carrington, she took the game into overtime. I was kind of upset, but at the same time, I was still happy for her. Like love seeing my close friends doing well. But yeah, they came in. We knew it was going to be a battle, and obviously it went into overtime. But our motto is just to defend home court, and Sue took over that overtime and led us to the victory.
And then Dejanay played with you in Stanford before she transferred to Baylor, correct?
Correct. Yes.
How many years did you guys get to play together?
We played together for 2, and then our third year, she played like 5 games, and she ended up redshirting her senior year. But yeah, we played together for 2 years.
Awesome.
Or was it 3? I'm sorry, I'm going blank.
No, no worries.
She's a year ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been 2 or 3 years. I don't know. But yeah, we played together. We're really That's my best friend. We talk almost every day. And I'm glad she's doing well over in Connecticut. It just sucks that, she's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. So that time difference
There's
is
a little,
challenging. But yeah,
yeah.
she knows I'm supporting her. I know she's supporting me.
That's really cool. Do you guys kind of, you mentioned you talk almost every day. You kind of both coming into rookies into the WNBA, you guys get to kind of bond with that and share your stories and stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've already, when they were here, we've already shared some stories, what, 6, 7 games in the season. So it's going to be funny, when we reflect on our rookie year and moving forward.
Awesome. And then was it a little extra satisfying to hand Connecticut their first loss?
Absolutely, 100%. I told her coming into the game, I said, don't be too high. You haven't played us yet, but it's all love. It's all love.
And then I guess I know you mentioned kind of obviously playing with Sue and Jordan. Like, are there specific things that you're really trying to learn from each of those two?
I'd say from learning from Sue is just she's always like 5 steps ahead of everyone. Even in shoot around, she's like, okay, how are we gonna do this if they do this? She's always like thinking ahead, and come game time, she makes sure that everyone's on the same page. I remember it was either our third or fourth game. She was in a group message just texting everyone and saying, okay, we talked about this at shoot around, but I don't think everyone's on the same page. So she was sending us messages, sending us screen recordings of film, just knowing that she cares, and she's a leader to say the least. We obviously know that she is, but she really is a leader, and just the effort that she was putting in. I think I can't remember which team it was against, but that was like, and yeah, she's a GOAT moment. Just her effort. We had just got done with shoot around, and we kind of left shoot around unsure of this is exactly what we're going to do, and she sensed that, and she just took the effort to make sure that everyone was on the same page. I think it was Dallas. Yeah, it was in Dallas.
Nice.
And then from Jordan, I'm just her defensive, tendencies and how she uses her quickness, to get out and pass the lanes and be disruptive. So I'd say just I'm learning a lot from both of them. I can't really pinpoint. I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak everything in as she walks in. I am. I'm talking about Jordan.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if I had anything else offhand. No, I think we're good for now.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kiana. And we'll have Jordan hop on in here. Jordan, this has ended up being an exclusive interview with Jeff Brown, who is the only one who's joined us today, but he has some questions for you. We know you need to get going. So Jeff, if you could kind of keep it a little brief with Jordan, and go ahead.
All right, Jordan. I guess just since we just got done talking to Kiana, just what are you seeing from her? Obviously, she's playing behind you and Sue and everything, so she's not able to really be out there on the court too much so far. But what are you seeing from Kiana in practice?
Oh man, just how she's able to soak everything in, whether it's from me, Sue, or any of our teammates. She's just been doing a really good job of helping us in practice, pushing the pace and coming off screens, being aggressive, attacking, and she's just soaking all the information in. And she's really smart too. Her IQ is very high, so it helps us a lot. It helps me a lot. She pushes me, she pushes Sue, but she's definitely been a great addition to the team. And hopefully in the future, she'll get to see the court a little bit more. But she's done an excellent job since she's been here.
Awesome. And then I don't think I've had a chance to speak to you since the Connecticut game. So just give me your thoughts on how that all played out. And obviously great back and forth between two really good teams.
Yeah, I mean, it was a competitive game, and Connecticut's a really great team, and we're a really great team also. So it was just about who wanted it more, and it's a game of runs, and so we just in the end and overtime we kind of just pulled through. But that's what you're gonna get when you're battling against a great team who has great offensive weapons and also really good on the defensive end as well. But for us as a team, we just had to keep pushing and keep pushing the pace and keep moving the ball and getting into our flow. So it was definitely a great game.
And then just talk about, I mean, obviously you guys are off to a really good start, 4-1, but obviously with so many changes, losing people, adding new pieces, then losing some of them, just talk about, I guess, the team's ability to still be winning all these games, be, near the very top of the standings, despite so many changes.
I mean, that's who we are as a team. It's always that next person mentality. We all know our roles. We're all playing to our strengths, and we just play together and flow together and helping each other out. We're still trying to figure each other out. I don't think, we quite have our identity just yet because we're still working through some things. But I think that, at the end of the day, if we're all on the same accord, we're all on the same page, and we continue to push through some of the things that we need to work through, we get good results. So I think we just got to keep at it. We just got to keep growing and keep going from there.
And then obviously we got Minnesota tonight. Talk about, obviously they're gonna Nafisa Collier's gonna be back, so that's gonna be big for them. They're obviously looking for their first win still. Talk about the challenges and maybe the keys to the victory.
Yeah, I think for us, rebounding has always been a thing. I think that's what dictates our offense and also allows us to get stops on the defensive end is when we're rebounding and limiting them to one shot. They're a very aggressive team and they're very smart. So us, just playing our game and not necessarily focused on what they're doing, but just making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to get stops and then executing on the offensive end.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jordan. Thanks, Jeff. We'll see you out there tonight.
Sounds good. See you then.